Welcome back to Andersen Acres. We're out here with the rabbits while it melts and gets really gross out here today. So don't mind the muck. It's above freezing, and as it, melts, we reveal more bunny poops that need to be scooped up. Though we're not scooping all of them up, and there's a good reason for that. Anyway, today we're diving into an important topic for rabbit owners. And there's chicken. We're talking about fur chewing in domestic rabbits, okay? If you've ever noticed your bunny pulling its own fur out or nibbling on the coat of another rabbit, you have some fur chewing going on. There's cat. So you might be wondering what's going on and how to stop it. Well, stick around because we're going to cover everything from causes to solutions. So what exactly causes fur chewing? That's a good question, an important question. Also another important question, why does Bonnie dump the food on the ground? Bonnie, it's in the question. Answer. Also, forgive them for being a little bit wet. Things are melting. Rabbits are okay when they're wet. They really are. Anyway, so what exactly is fur chewing? It's also called barbering. That is a cat. But it's also called barbering. Barbering is when a rabbit is chewing excessively on their fur or plucking at their own fur or the fur of another rabbit. There's Andersen. The only one in the hole right now is Trunk. So themselves or another, okay? This can result in patchy coats, skin irritation, even digestive problems if they ingest too much hair. These guys are grooming because their feet are wet. It's a little mucky over here. You can see it's kind of a revealing mud. So these guys have mucky feet. So they're sitting on this side where it's not so muddy. Yeah, because it's muddy. That's Bonnie. That's, what are your name? Vulcan. Sorry, I was blanking there. There goes Bowser. So you'll end up with patchy skin, patchy coat, skin irritation, even digestive problems. Don't worry, if your rabbit is doing this, there are ways to manage it and even prevent it, okay? There are ways to manage it. So, fur chewing can be triggered by several factors. One of the most common is nutritional deficiencies. Rabbits need a high-fiber diet, primarily hay. If they lack fiber, they may chew fur to compensate. What are we looking at? We don't care what we're looking at? Okay, we got ladies here. Ladies. There also might be stress and anxiety. There might be loud noises, new environments, overcrowding. All of this can cause stress. And this level of stress can set off things like fur chewing. They also might be bored. Rabbits are really, really smart. Without enough enrichment, they can develop really destructive behaviors. And sometimes those destructive behaviors, they chew their own fur or they rip fur out of someone else. Okay, so sometimes it's not just a little rabbit scuffle. Sometimes they're actually just bored and they're ripping out their own hair or someone else's hair. There also might be a dominance or social hierarchy thing going around. If you have multiple rabbits in one area, a dominant rabbit may barber a more submissive one. And there could be like parasites or skin infections, skin irritations of some kind. You might have mites, fleas, a fungal infection. All of this can lead to itchy skin, and that can lead to excessive grooming, which can look like barbering. Okay, excessive grooming can look like barbering. That is a cat. Don't ask. We don't ask about the cats. They're weird. So, some fur chewing is normal, okay? All rabbits fur chew to some extent. It's part of their grooming. However, it can be a problem. How do you know if it's a problem? Well, watch for certain signs. One of the signs is bald patches on the body. You might have red or irritated skin. You also might have excessive fur embedding or around the cage. Now, rabbits who are pregnant or are experiencing a phantom pregnancy, these rabbits could very well be fur pulling because they think they're having babies or they are going to have babies. But a rabbit that is not pregnant or not experiencing a phantom pregnancy should not be doing excessive fur pulling. There could also be, if your rabbit starts having hairballs that are leading to digestive problems, that's not normal. Rabbits don't get a ton of hairballs, okay, and they certainly don't block their bellies. So, yeah, if your rabbits you're molting, aren't you, sweetie? Yeah, she's molting. That's Stump. She's molting out her winter coat because it's getting warm. But, yeah, hairballs are not common in rabbits, so if they are having digestive issues from hairballs, it could be because of fur chewing or barbering. If your rabbit is fur chewing, what can you do about it? Well, you want to try improving their diet first. Make sure your rabbit has unlimited access to high quality hay. That's really important. You want to make sure they have leafy greens, high quality pellets, something really high in fiber. The fiber is really important. Try to reduce the stress that your rabbits are under. Okay, so you might want to provide a more quiet area, something more stable, avoid sudden changes to their environment or routine. All of that can really help. You want to increase enrichment, so provide chew toys. These guys took all their toys down into their den. So occasionally you'll see a colorful chew toy out here, but mostly they're down in the den. These guys ate theirs. But try providing new chew toys because rabbits do love their toys. Give them new hiding spaces, tunnels. They need physical and mental stimulation. It's one of the reasons we let our rabbits dig, so that they can have a nice, fun den to run in and out of. It's fun for them. Okay, okay. Thank you, Andersen. So that's one of the reasons we allow that. You also want to manage your social groups. If barbering is happening in a particular group or pair, ensure they have enough space and hiding areas to get away from each other. Separate the aggressive individuals if you have to. You want to check for health issues. If you suspect parasites or skin infections, consult a vet, okay, for proper treatment. You want to make sure that your rabbits are not ill, okay? You don't want that to be the problem. Now, prevention is always better than the cure, of course. So, how do you prevent it in the first place? Start with that high fiber diet, okay? Don't cheap out. I know it's tempting to be like, well, I can't really afford that, so I'll get this. No, go with the high quality stuff. It keeps them healthy for longer. So that'll help you prevent some of the problems. Start with a stress-free environment. Try to keep it clean. I know that sounds hypocritical. Look at this mess. But everything is melting, and if I try and take it all now, they're going to end up with like sheets of ice. So as soon as this finishes melting, we can really scoop all that out and scrape it out, rake it out. It's just, spring. Ugh, I hate spring. You want to make sure you rotate their toys and enrich their habit. Monitor interactions between bonded rabbits and make sure you're doing routine health checks and grooming. The grooming will help you spot parasites or infection in the skin before it becomes a real problem. Just watching DK. He's a bum. And that's about it. Hopefully this video has helped you understand why fur chewing happens and what you can do about it. Remember, every rabbit is different, and it may take some trial and error to find out what works best for your bunnies. If you've dealt with fur chewing before, let me know in the comments below. Let us know what worked for you and what just didn't work at all. That's about it for us here today at Andersen Acres. We'll see you tomorrow.